Well, if we look at some of the recent controversies related to Biju Janata Dal, like we saw some of the senior leaders got expelled or some, left the party. And in the last 2 decades also, we have seen very recently, in fact, there is a talk about some scams like mining scam, cheat fund scam, etc., etc. Why do you think that these issues do not have negative impact with regard to the image of Mr. Naveen Patnaik or the image of Biju Janata Dal, and people still consistently vote for Biju Janata Dal? What do you think? What is the reason?
You see, none of these allegations have been substantially proved, established. That is one reason. Number two, people still believe that Naveen Patnaik is a non-corrupt leader. He is a bachelor. His personal style of living is so simple. People appreciate that. After remaining for long 2 decades the chief minister, people don't find any type of don't find him leading a very luxurious life. He is the son of a great leader, Biju Patnaik, but he is so simple and he mixes with the people. Therefore, people have tremendous faith on Naveen Patnaik, and none of these allegations made by the opposition parties have yet been proved. In politics, there is mudsliding and all that. But nothing has been established so far. So therefore, the people's confidence and belief in the leadership of Naveen Patnaik still continues.
Well, we think that there has been two important issues, as you said, the image of Mr. Patnaik and also the Biju legacy, his dream for Odisha, etc., etc. Out of these two, which particular thing you consider has been more influential in giving electoral victory to Odisha? Is it the legacy of Biju Patnaik or the developmental image of Sri Naveen Patnaik and people's faith in him?
It is both. But at the initial stage, I think when 2 decades back, when we started organizing this new party after the sad demise of Sri Biju Patnaik, at that time the Biju legacy worked. Because the popularity of Biju Patnaik was so immense in Odisha. He was in the heart of every Odia, Biju Patnaik. And I think initially after his demise, that thing worked. Biju legacy worked. And Naveen Patnaik proved to be a true son of a true father. And subsequently, I don't say that all the time you can carry on with an allegation only.
Yeah.
There is wrong politics, there is a wrong analysis of the things. Naveen Patnaik, as I said, as a true son of a true father, carried down the developmental work of Odisha which Biju Babu dreamt of. Biju Babu during his sub tenure of 5 years as a chief minister did a lot of work for Odisha. And many work he left behind to be carried out by his successors. And Naveen Babu, being his true successor, successfully carried out those works, completed those works. So people developed tremendous faith in the leadership of Naveen Patnaik. And you see, during the last 20 years, we have been doing so many work in Odisha. And all our plans and projects and programs of government is pro-people. It has never been anti-people.
Well, sir, like you have worked with both the leaders, like you have worked with Sri Biju Patnaik ji in his cabinet, also you are a minister, and later on you worked with Naveen Patnaik ji, and in fact you have been one of the persons who made all the arrangements with regard to the transition from JANATA Dal to BJD and bringing Sri Naveen Patnaik into politics or preparing all those processes, etc., etc. What exactly do you see the difference in terms of these two personalities? Because Biju Patnaik has been also very successful and a mass leader and heartthrob of Odia people, and Naveen Patnaik has also become or having the same aura today. So what exactly the difference in style and what exactly similarity in the style of their work?
You see, I think I am a very fortunate person that I had the opportunity to work under a leader like Biju Patnaik. And at the same time, I had the privilege of working under the leadership of Sri Naveen Patnaik. So, I have worked under Sri Biju Patnaik even when he was not in power. Before 90 also, in 90 he became Chief Minister for the second term after a long gap. And before that also as a young leader, I had the opportunity of working under Biju Patnaik very intimately. And I had the opportunity of getting his guidance, his advices and all that thing. And I think whatever I am today, it is due to Biju Patnaik mainly. And I had the subsequently opportunity of working under Sri Naveen Patnaik also. But in my opinion, you can't compare between two personalities.
No, I'm not asking you to compare. I'm just since you have worked very closely with both of them. What is the difference of the style of their working and what is the similarity?
Yeah, there are some similarity and there are differences also. The similarity is whatever Biju Babu was saying, he was trying to keep it. He never betrayed his own words. And Naveen Babu do the same thing. Naveen Babu speaks very little. And whatever he commits, he all the time try to fulfill the commitment. I think that is the great similarity between the father and the son. There are a lot of differences also. Biju Babu's style of dealing with the masses and Naveen Babu's style of dealing with the masses, there are a lot of differences. And in their own different way of dealing with the masses, both could be able to attract the masses. Biju Babu is in his own way and Naveen Babu is in his own way. And both have become mass leaders. Biju Babu is a mass leader. Now Naveen Babu has turned into a very mass leader. But the dealing with the masses are different. It is not natural because they are two different individuals. Biju Babu was a freedom fighter. He worked even with those big leaders before independence. He worked under Nehruji. Nehru loved him like anything, like his son. He worked with many other national leaders and he was deeply involved in the freedom movement. He was jailed in the freedom movement. Now Naveen Babu belongs to the next generation. And he has to work with people who were born after independence, a lot of people. So there is a big difference. And in the different circumstances, Naveen Babu has been able to cope up with this new situation and doing marvelously well.
Well, if I take an inference from what you said, we saw that in spite of Biju Patnaik being very popular and being the heartthrob of people of Odisha, he could not enjoy power much. Like he was only 2 times chief minister, etc. But in this case, we find Naveen Patnaik has become chief minister for the 5th time. And do you think today that Naveen Patnaik ji is more popular than Sri Biju Patnaik ji?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Biju Babu was very immensely popular as well. Biju Babu was not only a politician, he was a statesman. And he never think of the next election. He was all the time thinking of the next generation. But we are petty politicians. We all the time think about election. So Biju Patnaik was a great leader. And I don't think we should compare any of us with Biju Patnaik. So he was a great leader in his own way. He was a statesman type man. He had a big vision for his own state and for his own country. And he was working under different circumstances, different situations. And now we, the next generation, including Naveen Babu, we have to work under a different situation, under a different scenario. And we have to work accordingly. You see, the norm of politics, the standard of politics in India is also rapidly changing.
Right.
So I don't think we should strike any comparison between Naveen Babu and Biju Babu in all these respects.
Well,
Biju Babu was great in his own way, in his own time, under the situation he was working under. And Naveen Babu is a great leader in the new situation, new atmosphere.
Well, the last question, I think that when Biju Patnaik ji was alive, he was vibrant, like he was in politics, etc. till his last breath, he did not work for or could not talk about the leadership transition, particularly in the context of Odisha. Though Biju Patnaik was in national party, so therefore the leadership transition has to happen in a national perspective. But yet in Odisha we saw that Biju Patnaik did not talk about that, or there was no question with regard to those things. And we have also heard from private discussions that he was not interested, any of his family were coming to politics, etc. Today also we see that when Naveen Patnaik is there and there is in media, there is a discussion about leadership transition in BJD. Of course, the supporters and the cadres of BJD, they look at this issue from a very emotional perspective, and we see that official party communique coming that there is no such discussion, there is no such plan, etc., etc. So actually, the people who love BJD, the cadres, the popular emotion that we are having among the people with regard to Naveen Patnaik ji and the Janata Dal, how to address their emotions, how to tell them that what is there in future for them, for their expected leader, or from the party which or to the party which they love very much.
You see, a while ago you were asking what was the similarity between the two leaders, Naveen Patnaik and BJ Patnaik.
This is
I think this is
one
one such similarity. BJ Babu never groomed any of his family member. Even not Naveen Babu. He never groomed Naveen Babu. He never declared that Naveen Patnaik will be successor. After BJ Patnaik, it is the people of Odisha who decided that Naveen Patnaik should be the leader. It was not BJ Patnaik who decided before his demise that after him Naveen Patnaik will come and become the chief minister of Odisha, leader of the party. Never, never. Likewise, Naveen Babu has very categorically stated that after him, it is the people of Odisha who will decide who will be the leader. So I think that is a great similarity between the father and the son. That is a great quality. You see now in Indian politics, leaders are grooming their generation, their own family members. Leaders are grooming their own sons and daughters. I think in the Biju family that is a great exception. That is great exception. Biju Patnaik never groomed any of his family members. And Naveen Babu has very categorically more than once stated, he has answered to this question, that it is the people of Odisha who will decide who will be their leader.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for talking to Odisha today. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.